everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Coby White.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
Now, New York starting 5. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Thompson. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Gobert in at the 4-man position. And for the Hornets, Edey out there with Keegan Murray. Then it's Coby White. Then there's Cunningham. And it's Christie in at the small forward position. You look at Charlotte. They've split their first 2 games in the NBA Cup. They have a 1-1 record in the group stage.
And with this being game 3 of 4 in group stage, they 100% need this win tonight. So I expect the home crowd to be pretty rowdy.
And then the situation for New York. They are off to a strong start in this NBA Cup, winning their first 2 games of the group stage.
Yeah, they've set themselves up nicely, but they can't get too comfortable. They need to win out in order to ensure their spot in the knockout round.
Murray passes to Cunningham. And it's New York with a rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
And so he makes both from the line.
And for DiVincenzo coming into the league wanting to prove that he belongs, he's done more than that. It's about building his confidence now.
Pass to Edey. Here's Murray. Cunningham outside. To the middle. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Cunningham finding the open man there.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. DiVincenzo, the pass to Thompson. Pass to Robinson, out to the right wing. Cunningham against DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Gobert with a screen on Cunningham. For 3, DiVincenzo. It's not going to go for him. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
And guys, we know that you come into every game with a chance of winning, but they were just totally outclassed.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game, and that sticks with you a little bit.
Robinson can't hit.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
White finds Murray. Back to White. They set the screen. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's New York, trailing by 5. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them. Lost every game against this team.
Well, we've all seen it. The mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
Outside Murray. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Back to Cunningham. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's a peek at the current NBA Cup standings for you here in the middle of the group round.
And at this point, it's still very much a mystery who's going to make it all the way to that NBA Cup championship game. A lot of basketball left to play.
Now here's Robinson. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by White. No good on the triple. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Knicks trail by 5. And here's Thompson for 3. Can't get it to drop.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Here's the pick. Inside. Here's Edey. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And Cunningham showing off his eye for finding openings. Nice feed.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Gobert passes to Robinson. Now DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Picked by Gobert. DiVincenzo against Cunningham. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo has to be agile on the interior, and that time finds a way to get it done.
Murray passes to Cunningham. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
There's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Cunningham passes to Murray. Back to Cunningham. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Robinson. Puts it up from 12. And Cunningham pulls it down. Hornets leading by 5. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now here's Cunningham. Coming off a 22-point game against Miami. Got a piece of it. Thompson scanning the floor. That one's good. This game is all even.
As his career has developed, Clay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
Cunningham passes to Murray. Here's White. Charlotte again missing. New York has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Durant. And it's New York scoring again.
KD unafraid to get to the mid-range, and he can get there at will.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And as some of you might know, this game serving as the 3rd contest in group play of the NBA Cup tournament for these two teams. Grant, a lot on the line here tonight for them.
Yeah, B.A., and both sides are very much alive in the group stage at this point. Whoever gets the win here is well on their way to the next stage of the NBA Cup.
The Knicks making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. White finds Cunningham. Pass to Murray. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. A shot to stop the run. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Young players with these kind of moves are showing you that they're getting more patient on the inside. And Cade showed that time.
Brent, he might be a year or two away, but it's all starting to come together for Cade Cunningham.
Well, B.A., the playmaking is certainly there. His vision on the floor, knowing where his teammates are. He's picking and choosing his spots a little bit better offensively to try to dominate 6 or 8 minute sections of the game. So Cade Cunningham is continuing to grow.
Here's Edey. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Murray. Nice D from Durant. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 9 points.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
White against Thompson. Now here's Cunningham. The shot won't fall.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Markkanen, nice move. And he lays it in. And now a 3-point New York lead.
And Markkanen really that time going strong.
The Hornets have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Thompson against White. Outside Murray. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Yes, so tough to defend. Murray's smooth, and he's got size, and he's agile, too.
Well, Brent, in his short career, Keegan Murray has shown flashes of stardom.
Yeah, and I think B.A. coming in, the idea was that Keegan Murray is going to be a complimentary wing shooter, and he's shown that he can do just that. He's taking strides as a defender, but his ability to shoot the ball and have confidence this early in his career, that's impressive.
Now here's Bol. He had 9 points in his last time out. Took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 5.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
White against Thompson. Shot is good by Nance.
Terrific at taking some initiative there on the inside portion of the floor was Larry Nance Jr.
Terry's checked in for Murray. Rudy Gobert's checked in for New York. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. The 4th spot held by the Knicks.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry and they've played physical.
Caruso against Jones. Outside Bol. Here's Thompson. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Thompson's got 7.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
White against Thompson. Nance with a screen on Thompson. Here's White. And counted from 12 feet.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
And it's Caruso with the ball for the Knicks. Pass to Gobert. And here's Markkanen. Fires from deep. Washington grabs the miss.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Now here's White. He really had an off game against the Heat. Driving inside. Here's Terry. There's the 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Pass to Markkanen. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Outside White. To the inside. Here's Nance. And he hits it to tie the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. There's a screen by Bull. Thompson outside. Another shot. Caruso outside. Here's the three. Knocks down the long J. And the Knicks lead by 3.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Caruso against Jones. Outside White. Back to Jones. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They have no answer defensively inside.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
And here's Thompson for 3. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. Got to be a second foul of the game. Charlotte making some changes. Walsh comes in for Terry. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for White. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Holiday is checked in. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Jones finds Cunningham. Washington a screen. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Cunningham missing. Caruso outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Caruso's got 5 points.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And so it's Donte DiVincenzo making things happen for the Knicks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Washington out there with Hayes. Then it's Larry Nance. Then there's Cade Cunningham. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. That's going to send Alex Caruso to the line. Larry Nance picks one up. Terry's checked in for Charlotte. Bertans checked in for New York. The free throw drops for Caruso. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And we're almost halfway through the group stage. Do coaches start thinking a little bit about how tiebreakers might come into effect here?
You know, maybe. Point differential is the second tiebreaker after head-to-head record. So that might be in the back of their minds. You're going to want to make sure you put up some big numbers in the group stage if you can.
New York making a switch here. Holiday is checked in.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. came into the league, and a lot of talk about his dunking prowess. But really, Larry Nance Jr. knows how to play the game and is building on that potential.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Now here's Markkanen. Five on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Markkanen putting his size to use there. The defense has nothing to do but the foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assist. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
The Hornets making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Markkanen hits them both. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and with hard work and the proper focus, this guy is capable of big, big things.
Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good.
And Cunningham, with that #1 selection, lots of expectations for him, so a steep learning curve to get to the level that he wants to play at, but he's got a great work ethic, and he's going to give you his best effort every night.
Now here's Holiday. Yet to see a basket. Sinks it from distance.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Cunningham. Over Holiday. And it's Cunningham missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And it's Caruso penetrating. Count that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
Now here's Cunningham. Give him 8 points now. Beyond the arc. Charlotte, no good that time either.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Caruso against Jones. And it's Larry Nance with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Markkanen with a screen on Jones. And here's Caruso outside. Washington grabs the miss. Hornets trail by 14. Right side Jones. Pass to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Looking to get it going. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Caruso, the pass to Markkanen. Over to the left wing. Bol finds Markkanen. And the Knicks miss again. For Charlotte, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Jones feels it out. Pass to Robinson. And Bol over to help. The 3 from Washington. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Caruso. 11 points in the game. Markkanen with a screen on Jones. Caruso, the open look. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Caruso's got 13 now.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And stolen by Bol. Washington against Holiday. Pass to Caruso. Gobert with it. Outside Bol. Now here's Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. And the three-pointer goes. Markkanen's got 8 points in the quarter.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Outside Jones. Cunningham against Holiday. He shoots it. And no good, trying to use the glass.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Marking it inside. He's guarded by Washington. Ooh, got him with the pump fake. Savvy move there. 12 points for him.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Jones against Caruso. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in. Jones has gotten his second bucket.
Well, that's just Jones finding a gap in the defense and then trying to take advantage.
Bol, a screen on Cunningham. Puts up a three. Caruso misses. Hornets trail by 16. Washington outside. Pass to Robinson. Here's Cunningham. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Jones after the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
Whoa! Slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
Caruso against Jones to the paint. Here's Bol, and finished off by Bol.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's Cunningham. Give him 8 points now. Let's go with a three. Cunningham, confident in his range.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Knicks leading by 15. Outside Holiday. Markkanen with a screen on Jones. Here's Caruso. Can't get it to fall. 6 for 10 now. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And Nance with the slam.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Edey's checked in for Robinson. Keegan Murray comes in for Nance. Christie's checked in for Washington. And it's Kobe White in for Cade Cunningham. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Robinson, he's checked in for Bol. Kevin Durant comes in for Markkanen. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Holiday. And it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Caruso. Sinks the tray. Durant's got 7.
This is how quick off the draw Durant is. Great timing.
Pass to Christie. Now Murray. And here's Jones. Down low. Here's Edey. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I looked through the book. Textbook, pick and roll. That's it. Jones just burning the D with that pass.
Here's Durant. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Edey. 6 points for him. Pass to Jones. Here's Christie, guarded by Durant. White for 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Durant. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Now here's Jones, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. And it's Edey missing. New York leading by 18. Durant inside, and give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Back to Jones. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. And no matter if he starts or is a reserve, Tyus Jones always takes care of the ball, Brent.
Incredibly low turnover numbers throughout his career. This is the kind of guy that coaches put implicit trust in to run their offense. He will continue to find ways to be part of any rotation throughout his NBA career.
Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Robinson passes to Thompson. No good from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Knicks. It's an 18-point game. With the 10-footer, jump shot is good. Durant's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Christie. 1:21 left to play in the second quarter. Here's White. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. New York leading by 20. Up top, Thompson. He's got 7. Back to Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. Knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's got 12 points in the game.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Gobert against Washington. Now here's Murray. Over Durant. Man, there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by White. He's got 6.
Yeah, good work from the mid-range. This is why you let Murray do his thing from there.
Robinson, a screen on Murray. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. White against DiVincenzo. Now here's White. Tight defense on him. From downtown. The shot no good. And so it's New York ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Coach, the offense is flowing. What will be your message to the...
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
Taking a look here now at the Hornets, they are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, it must be in the middle of the night over there because it's dark. It's real dark right now.
Yeah, time for somebody to light a spark for them.
Spark? They need a flamethrower, Ernie.
My bad. And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Charlotte Hornets.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Now, you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Knicks leading by 23. So on the floor for New York, Klay Thompson is out there with Donte DiVincenzo. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Here's Durant. Christie with a rebound. And for Charlotte, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far. DiVincenzo against Cunningham. To the middle. Robinson with a steal. Outside Durant. Thompson outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Picked by Gobert. Lets it go from deep. And DiVincenzo hits from deep. DiVincenzo's got 15 points.
And a big sigh of relief as offensively Donte has opened up a can of all he's got.
Here's Christie. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Back to Cunningham. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
The #1 pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Cunningham is a tall PG with an incredible skill set.
Now here's Durant. He's got 15. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Knicks' style is defined by grit and physicality. Guard Donte DiVincenzo said, guys know it's a way to stay on the floor. It's funny because when you have everybody doing it, you stand out more. When you're not doing it, you don't want to be that guy on film not playing defense, Brian.
You'll get called out for sure. It's a culture of effort, Allie. Thank you. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Cunningham against DiVincenzo. Cunningham passes to Murray. Three-pointer. And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it.
The ball goes to New York.
And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. New York, #1.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. On the wing, Durant. 15 points in the game.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
That one's no good.
I mean, there's no doubt that Kevin Durant is still one of the most lethal long-range players in the game today.
Pass to Cunningham. There's the drive. And he banks in the layup. Cunningham's gotten 4 this quarter.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Here's Gobert. Here's Robinson. For 3, DiVincenzo. That shot off the mark.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at New York. They've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, Charlotte, 7 games behind.
Well, right now, for New York, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
Great concentration from Robinson there. Good work to accept the contact and then keep working through it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Mitchell Robinson at the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And New York has possession. After the basket by Charlotte. Inside, here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson is very fluid as a big, and he comes off that pick ready to shoot.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They host the Hawks after this one, and they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by White. Pass to Gobert. Outside Robinson. Now here's Durant. 4-3. And Cunningham pulls it down to the paint. Here's Christie. Oh, denied by Durant.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
Murray against Thompson. Murray passes to White. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Fires the 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort is just not good enough because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Free throws good from Durant. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, BA, as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Washington. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. Outside, DiVincenzo.
Fires the three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Edey's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to White. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And the Knicks call time here. Markkanen's checked in for New York. Caruso comes in for DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Caruso outside. Markkanen left side. Caruso with it. Shot clock at 6. And the Knicks miss again. Charlotte is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Here's White. 12 points for him. Washington outside. 6 to shoot. Caruso against Cunningham. This one for 3. Counted from distance. Cunningham's got 18.
Yeah, really nothing you could do. Cunningham burying that shot over the difficult defense.
Caruso against Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Markkanen, the pass to Robinson. Here's Gobert. Fires for 3. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got rebound number 11. Here's Christie. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's Washington missing. New York leading by 22. Markkanen outside. Gobert passes to Caruso. Thompson outside. From deep three-point land. Kept alive. Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Pass to Washington. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's take a look at the top rookie rebounders. In the third spot, Zach Edey.
Rebounding is a skill that can easily translate into the pro game. He had a reputation for being good on the boards, and he has certainly delivered on that.
Bold, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Launches a 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
It's not a secret that Markkanen can stroke it from long distance, and that ability, that's going to help open up the floor for his teammates.
Here's Edey. Robinson defending. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Cunningham against Caruso. Here's Markkanen. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there. Here's Cunningham. 18 points for him. Pass to White. Back to Cunningham. Washington outside. Right wing. Here's Christie. Gets the 3 ball to go. Christie's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, Thompson coming right back and Clay saying, yeah, I know I play D, but I also hit 3s. That's a nice response.
Cunningham passes to Washington. That's tipped. Stolen by Caruso. into the lane. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Bol, the pass to Caruso. Thompson outside. Pass to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining.
New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Bol. Bol's got his 5th assist in this one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A minute 50 left to play in the third. And the call will go against JaVale McGee. That's his first foul of the game. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
1:49 left to play in the third quarter here. Washington finds Jones. Here's White. Nance the screen. White with it. Guarded now by Bol. White. Good. White's got 9 points now in the second half.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Grant, how about Coby White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Coby played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
Now here's Washington. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Caruso against Jones. Washington right side. Just 5 to shoot. White, the pass to Nance. Here's Jones. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Caruso with the bucket.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Jones against Caruso. White for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Caruso with it. He's got 17. Here's McGee. The Hornets pull it in. Washington's got 5 rebounds in the game. Inside. And Nance with the slam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Caruso. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Knicks running away with it. And we're coming right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Larry Nance. Cunningham is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's P.J. Washington, and it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Nance can't get it to go.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Down low. Here's Markkanen. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And Markkanen has really found a great flow. The defense hasn't had an answer for it.
Jones, the pass to Washington. Now Robinson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
As the game has gone on, they've had trouble protecting the rock. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Caruso against Jones. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Charlotte has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Washington. McGee with a double team. Ooh, McGee with the block. Caruso with it. Checked by Washington. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Now here's Bol. And here's McGee. Shoots over Robinson. A nice shot by McGee. McGee's got his first bucket in this one. And it's Jones with the ball for Charlotte. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Outside Robinson. Markkanen against Washington. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Clock at 6. And a nice finish on the layup. Cunningham's got 20.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
To the middle. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Cunningham outside. Pass to Jones. And stolen by Caruso. And here they come. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Jones against Caruso. Cunningham outside. Washington outside. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
The Knicks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Bol. Here's Caruso. Markkanen outside. And it's New York with another.
Just a lights out shooter. Focus from Lowry is great.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Now Cunningham. From the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Cunningham's got 22 points.
And I think when Cade keeps it simple like that, good things happen.
Pass to McGee. McGee, a screen on Jones. Back to McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Cunningham outside. Washington a screen. Jacks up a 3. And Cunningham is good for 3. Cunningham's got 14 points here in the second half.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
Nance against Bol. Shoots over Nance. Offensive board. And another shot. And the layup is good by Bol.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Cunningham finds Nance. And it's Cunningham missing. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Jones against Caruso. Pass to Cunningham. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Markkanen with a screen on Jones. Here's Caruso. Markkanen for three. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Hornets have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. The baseline J is on the way, and that one's good. Cunningham's got 29 points.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Caruso, the pass to Joseph. Markkanen for three. Cash, he's 9 for 14 in the game.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Now here's Cunningham. Pulls up on the wing. Unable to get that one. Caruso with it. Pass to Joseph. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Now Jones. Here's Cunningham. No good with a layup. New York has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Joseph. Markkanen with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Joseph. Sinks that one from the post.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Caruso against Jones. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And he gets it back. Nance can't get it to go. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for New York. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Bull, the pass to Joseph. Markkanen with it. 5 to shoot. Pass to Joseph. Yep, that one goes.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. There's Cunningham with a 3. Bull grabs the board. Bull's got 7 rebounds in the game. Caruso against Jones. To the right side. Now here's McGee. He's covered closely. Back to Caruso. Over Jones. Caruso misses. And for the Hornets, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. Cunningham finds Nance. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, B.A., but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness, embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
New York has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Caruso, the pass to Marjanovic. To the inside. Caruso against Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bertans. And stolen by Cunningham. Now the Hornets moving it up for the finish. Good on the bucket. Cunningham's got 13 points in this quarter.
And Cade Cunningham has his fingerprints all over sequences like that.
Pass to McGee.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Cunningham against Caruso. McGee a screen. Caruso, the pass to McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass. Right where it needed to be.
Outside White. Here's Christie. It's guarded by Markkanen. Murray for 3. Doesn't go for him. And here are the Knicks now. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Nance. Markkanen misses. Charlotte's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Edey's checked in for Nance. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Pass to McGee. Lopez against Cunningham. Kicks it out to Markkanen for 3. Nails it from 3.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Murray passes to Cunningham. Shoots over Caruso. Got it from about 16 feet. Cunningham's got 34.
A good eye from the mid-range. It's part of what makes Cunningham so dangerous.
27 seconds left in the final quarter. Back to Caruso. 6 to shoot. It's tipped.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
And here's Cunningham. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. That win brings them to Allie. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaFour.